Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are discussing how to cop and predicting the resale prices of the entire Nike Space Hippie Volt collection. Of course, the 04 Volt has already released, but the 01, 02, and 03 models are all set to release on Thursday, July 16th for a retail price of $130 for the 01, $150 for the 02, and $180 for the 03. I think the launch colorway was much nicer and fit better with the entire theme going on, but the Volt remix isn't bad at all in my opinion. I'm sure many people will be all over these as well, especially since the first drop was so hard to get. Once again, I think the 03 is definitely the nicest from this collection as well. As far as how to cop these sneakers, it's looking like they are only going to be available on the Nike Sneakers app. It's an exclusive Nike Sneakers app drop. As of the time this video is being recorded, I have not found any other store or site raffling or planning on selling these. I actually waited longer than I usually do to make this video because there was no store list being published anywhere, and none of the stores I usually enter raffles at have these listed on their launch calendar. With that said, I do expect Nike to have a bunch of pairs of all three of these models available, with the most limited being the 03. Now, what Nike tends to do is that they keep the OG colorway more limited than future colorways that come out. And given how limited the original one was, I do think they'll produce more of this colorway and more people will be able to get their hands on them. Also, keep in mind that stores may release these at a later date too, but for now it is just the Nike Sneakers app that has it confirmed. All three colorways are going to drop on the same day at the same time, so you need to be very strategic. Each model is releasing at 7 AM or 10 AM Eastern time on a first come first serve basis, so it's key to enter exactly at 7 AM. Now, by first come first serve, I don't mean if you enter first you literally get it, but Nike also has a draw system where they open it up for 10 minutes and then you could just enter within that 10 minutes, but here you have to enter exactly at 7 to have a chance at getting these. Now, obviously the 03 model is the one most people want, so if you're on the fence on which one you like best, I would recommend going for either of the other two models first and then going back and entering for the 03. Now, this will give you a slight advantage as less people will enter for the 01 and 02 as compared to the 03. As always, entering for half sizes is likely going to give you a better shot at getting a pair as less people enter for them. Since there are no other stores receiving these to my knowledge, that's the best advice I can give on how to cop a pair of these shoes. As far as resale predictions go, I think all three models will be profitable, but not as much as the initial colorway currently is. Now, the 04 Volt is actually still sitting at a few stores, so that kind of gives you an idea of what people think of the overall colorway. Remember that all of the prices I am about to list reflect prices once all pairs have been shipped and are in hand. After the initial release on July 16th, prices will skyrocket for a few days. Then once people have them in hand and can actually sell them, they will start dropping. Having said that, first let's start with the Space Hippie 01. I expect the 01 to resell between $210 to $240 with a few really high and really low outliers. Now, the best sizes will likely be sizes above 8, as the smaller sizes aren't doing as well for the OG colorway. I actually think this is a generous number as the OG colorway is slowly dropping in price almost every day, and people definitely were way more hyped about those. Also, given the retail is only $130 for this model, there's still a decent profit to be made on pretty much every size, so I would not hesitate to cop these. Next, we have the 02 model. I think the 02 will sell between $190 and $220 depending on the size. With this model, sizes and prices are basically all over the place, so for the most part that should be the average for most sizes to fall between. Once again, there will be a couple outliers here and there. The retail on these is $150, so in terms of profitability, these are going to be the least profitable and the easiest to cop by far. Taking a look at the OG colorway, you'll notice it's going for the least amount between these three models, and I expect the same to happen with this colorway. Lastly, we have the 03 model. Being my favorite and definitely the most hyped, I expect the 03 to resell between $280 and $320. The best sizes will be 8 and up for this model as well, just like the 01. The 03 does have a retail price of $180, so the profit margins aren't too much higher than the 01 when you look at it that way. I know a lot of you may think that this is a low estimate, but even the OG colorway started off around $250 to $280 depending on the size at first, and then jumped up to where it is now. Given that this colorway is less sought after than the OG one. I don't think these will do as well as quickly though. Now, as far as selling or holding goes, I think the 03 is a good hold, but the 01 and 02 I don't see going up too much in the future. They might, but there are definitely better sneakers to put your money into by selling these and making a profit and then reinvesting. The 03, however, is a different story in my opinion. Seeing how much the prices have already gone up for the OG colorway in under a month, I see more of the same happening with this colorway in the long run. Now, as I said, I don't see it going up as quickly, but over the long-term period, I do see it going up just like the OG. It's just a sneaker that is unique and one that a lot of people want. So personally, I would say hold the 03 for the long run if you're not in a rush for money. That about wraps up this video. Once again, I do want to clarify that everything I stated in this video is just my opinion, so please do what you see fit best. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more videos coming soon. Thank you.